Well, hello everybody. How are you? My name's Redfern, and we are starting today a first episode of Learn and Grow. Put this together over the next couple of weeks or so, just to help you guys get going as far as your online business is concerned. We're going to focus in this session on the tools and bits and pieces you need to do a live video or a recording of a video, and we're going to run through some of the things and I'll show you what you need to do it. If you hang around, by the way, to the end of this session, I have 5 free memberships to the T Club for you that is there. So if you hang around to the end, it will pop up in the chat area. Just click on it and it is yours for 1 whole month free of charge. So hang around to the end and you might be lucky enough to get one of those free spots on my T Club. Anyway, let's get going then. Why am I doing this series? I'm doing it to bring you something to the table that may help you get your online business going. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much, my friend, for your super sticker. That is very kind of you. Let's start off then with the basics of what you need. Now, I started 7-8 years ago doing videos, doing lives on Facebook, etc. And guess what I used? One of these. For 3 whole years, I did absolutely everything on a mobile phone. So the things I'm going to be going through now, you don't necessarily need to get going to do videos, whether they're going to be for YouTube, videos for Facebook, or for any other medium out there. You can do it all with a mobile phone, but there is an awful lot of restrictions. During this series, we are going to be going into editing your videos that you do, and you cannot do those successfully on a mobile phone. This is one of the main reasons why I moved over to using a laptop. So what have I bought to make my life easier? Now, we're going to run through a few things and then I'm going to tell you exactly what I believe is the most important utensil that we use to be able to do videos semi-professionally out there. Now, remember, your personality and who you are is the biggest draw that you're going to get by doing a video. Who you are, how you are, all these sort of things is why people will want to watch your videos. Obviously, you need certain implements to assist you to do that. So let's run through a few of them that you will need. Now, in my opinion, lighting is very special. Have a look around me now. It's light, it's airy. You can see my face clearly. Okay. This is all part and parcel of being able to produce a good video. Natural light is the best you can get. So doing videos outside always give a much clearer image than videos that you are using artificial light for. So what have I got for my lighting? Well, I've got obviously normal lights within the narrowboat where I am here, But I've also got this little thing here. Okay, this is a USB light holder that clips onto the side of your desk, and it has a light at the front here. And as you can see on this, okay, the light changes color as well. So you've got different lights on it there. It also dims, okay, and it also gets brighter. Why did I go for a USB style light? I did it because I have here a battery pack, okay? And whether I run it directly off my computer or off a battery pack here, okay, it means wherever I go, I can still be mobile and I can still have decent lighting to be able to do my video. What else do you need then to be able to do decent videos? For a start, you need one of these, a pen and paper or a notebook. Why? Because if you are thinking about how you're going to set your videos up, you need to have an idea. And part of that idea is to write it down on a piece of paper so that it has bullet points of how that story of your video is going to go. Obviously, if you're doing lives, then it's a lot more ad hoc. But if you are doing a certain theme or you are wanting to do something specific, it's very important to write it down so that you can use that as part of your guide for how the video is going to lay out over that period of time. So that's two things that you need. You need good lighting, you need a pen and paper or a notepad so that you can utilize those to get going. Now, I've said before, I did for 3 years everything just on my mobile phone. I still use it now in certain circumstances. But then I bought a laptop. So when we're talking about laptops, what am I meaning? I'm meaning one that has a keypad, one that has access to Microsoft. Now, obviously, there is people who do like Mac Pros, etc. But my personal opinion, a laptop or desktop that has Microsoft Windows on it is, for me, the best for doing videos. And there's also one of the reasons behind that is because the editing tool I use that's free actually comes with Microsoft. So we'll be going on that in some of the other episodes of this series, and we're going to be running through how to use that free editing tool within Microsoft so that you can edit your own videos or whatever you want to do with them. It's a really cool piece of kit that's free. So what kind of cost did my lighting cost me? I think it was about maybe 20, 25 pounds. So 30 bucks ish for that. My laptop that I bought, and I've got a Navara, funnily enough. Okay. And that cost me not a lot of money, actually, less than £200 because I got a reconditioned one. So you don't have to go all out to buy expensive gear. Just make sure it's got good memory, good RAM in it as well, so that it will be able to process what you want very easily. Now, let's move on to what I believe is probably the most important part of doing any video, and that is the audio. I have problems with it myself, as you well know, guys, but to have the best audio is so important. Now, if I had a standalone separate room, I would be buying myself a proper boom mic that is standalone, that is not like the ones I'll be showing you. They give the best clarity of audio that you can get. There's many people who have got different ideas on audio. A lot of people like cable free, like I've got with Bluetooth with this one. I've also got earbuds as well, which I use. I know a lot of people use that as well. And I've also got a cable one with a boom mic. Now, boom mics for me are better than integrated microphones in your headset. Why? Because I believe it picks up a lot better the audio from your mouth than rather resonating through your voice box and ears, etc., to pick up that sound. So again, it's horses for courses, but I certainly believe that going down either a standalone proper microphone that you have just to the side here, but you need to be in a room that is quiet because it picks up absolutely everything. If you can't do that, then have a good audio so that you can people can hear you clearly and precisely, and there's no interference. What else have I got to help me and aid me when I'm doing videos? Now, majority of the time, I'm in front of a camera on a laptop as I am now. Now, you can either use the camera in your own laptop, but I prefer to have a standalone one, okay? One that is movable here. And this sits on top of my laptop so that I can move it and utilize it. This is a 720 megapixel camera, very small. It goes into a USB port onto your PC or your desktop. And for me, it gives a much clearer picture than it would then your own camera within the integrated laptop. Obviously, if you have a PC, you'll need that as well, the external one to go on top of your screen. If you've got a mobile phone, the cameras on there are really good, guys. You won't need to buy anything external if you're using your own camera on your mobile. Here's a tip for you. Whenever, and I mean whenever, you are doing a video on your mobile phone, never take it like this. Okay, always twist it to the side, which is called landscape. Okay, so that you get a full picture. Okay, this is way better to do it than it is for portrait, which is upright. If you ever see reels that are on there and they've got two lines down the side of the picture, that's because it's been done in portrait. You want to stick it to the side, okay, and shoot it in landscape. Now, here is another tip. You have to set it up in landscape before you press the record button or go live button or whatever you are doing, because once it is fixed in that position, you can't change it into portrait. So remember, if you're using a mobile phone, okay, make sure it's set into landscape first before you start shooting your video. What else do I do, or what else have I got to help me shoot some half decent videos? I splashed out and I've got one of these. What is one of these? It's called a gimbal. Very posh. This is probably the biggest part of what I have purchased over the times I've been doing this. And this is a gimbal so that when you are moving, okay, it will stay in one position. It gives ability to zoom in and out. You don't have any shaking, and it gives a much more professional feel to what people are watching. If you have it in your hand, it gets a little bit twitchy. It can move. The movements aren't very fluid. If you're using a gimbal, then all those movements left and right, up and down, are very slow. You're not jumping. It means you can walk with it. You still have a lot more clarity, okay, and all of the rest of it. But what are the costs? They've come down loads. Now, I think I paid probably 200 quid for that when I bought it a few years back now. I know that you can pick up a decent gimbal that will hold your camera, that will shoot with the Bluetooth and being able to pick up the audio and everything now for around about 50 to 60 pounds. So we're talking about 80 bucks, something like that. Is it worth the investment? If you're using your mobile phone and that is one of the primary ways of you shooting your videos, absolutely 100% yes. If the majority of your primary videos are going to be on your laptop, then invest that money on getting a decent standalone camera to go on top of your laptop, and especially the audio. Like I said, the bits of audio I've got, I've spent anything from £20 up to about 40 quid, okay, to get something that I believe is half good to do the things. If you're having the standalone microphones that are on a boom or sit on a desk, you're going towards 100 to 150 pounds for something that's going to give you exceptionally good radio style clarity, but it does sound really, really good. You've seen many YouTubers where they have that the microphone very close to them, and it picks up absolutely everything. Okay, so guys, that's what I would recommend to do, okay, for those. Now then, I've gone through the tools that you need to do the videos. I've gone through the notepad. I've gone through all of the audio, and I've gone through what I believe is the best way of doing a video for all of those. What I'm trying to do with this series is to enable you guys to be able to at least start that journey of doing videos. Here's what I recommend you do to start with. Okay, we will go through setting up YouTube if that's your choice. We will go through how to do lives on Facebook. We'll go through editing. But to start with, the best thing to do is to do a video, record it, and then watch it yourself on your own laptop or on your mobile phone. Do that a few times, do it a couple of times, okay, so that you get used to being in front of your own camera, so that you get used to seeing your face on a screen, so that you get used to listening to your own voice through speakers on your device that you are using. Yes, it sounds weird at the beginning. Yes, it looks weird at the beginning. But the more that you do it, the more that you will find that you are much more comfortable being in front of a camera, and it becomes a lot more natural. Why is this important? The important part of doing any videos, guess what? It's you. You are the important part of it. And you need to be yourself naturally in front of that camera. It comes across so much more easy to the listener and the viewer if you are yourself in front of a camera. Things flow, they are more natural. Your mannerisms aren't put on, they are just who you are. And this is part of the appeal to listeners and viewers, because you are that self. So that's what I would start with. Have a look at the items that I've told you about now for this very first episode. Start doing some practice ones. You can talk about anything, talk about gardening, talk about birds, talk about wildlife, talk about anything, just so that you are getting used to you in front of a camera. This will get you off to a good start so that you then can start writing about a theme or a topic that you want to do, and then we'll be able to do the video. So for now, take these parts back with you and learn and listen a little bit more. As I said, guys, for those of you that have hung around to the very end, okay, I am now chat area. Okay, 5 3 free memberships to the Tea Club, and they are going live right now on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed to it, it is on passive at Redfern. Okay, and you will be able to get all these updates from there. So here we go. They are just going live right now, and congratulations to everybody who is going to click on them. Okay, that all went pretty quickly. Thank you so much, guys, for this series. Come back tomorrow. We're going to start moving down the line on how to take a video and all the rest of it. Maybe setting some stuff, bits and pieces out. But again, all of this is to aid you guys to start your journey on using videos, taking videos, recording them, and then finally editing them and uploading them. And I hope this is going to be of help and assist you on your journey within whatever you desire to do in the internet. This will be a big plus for you to do. That's it from me. My name's Redfern, and I'll be back around tomorrow. Bye for now.